Hello world, Super Al. We are here in the beautiful village of Greendale, Wisconsin. Small village, about 14,000 people, located about 11 miles southwest of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We'll take you through a little walk through historic downtown here. Tell you a little bit about this town. It was founded in 1936 as a government planned city by the Franklin Roosevelt Commission. It's part of the New Deal, the Green Deal. And it's a totally government planned city. They laid out in the 1930s, platted out houses, sold them for a good price to Americans. The city has since grown since the 1930s. And this is their little downtown here we're going to get into. Looks like they got a festival going on. I'm about to start here, probably for the weekend. The city originally was a segregated city. There was no minorities allowed to live in this city, and that went on well until probably about the 1960s or 70s. It's since changed. They built a mall just north of where we're looking straight ahead of us. Southridge Mall. It's the second largest mall in the Milwaukee area. It was built in the 1970s. It's still thriving and doing quite well. It's rebuilt itself quite a bit, a few times over the ages. Very familiar with Greendale, Wisconsin. I had a friend that used to live here throughout my middle school and high school years, and I'd hang out here quite a bit. I am extremely familiar with this town. The town is divided up into sections. All the streets are in alphabetical order. So you have a G section, a D section, an A section, a B section, and all the streets are named starting with those letters, so you kind of know what part of town you're in when you're talking to people or where you're from. I do believe the G section is the most affluent section of the town. My friend used to live there. Very nice area. Houses here are pretty desirable. This is a very desirable, safe area. Good school system. And houses here run you well up $200,000 and up. You're not going to find nothing too cheap down here in this town. They do have an older section in the just out of downtown, just around the downtown area here. They call them the originals. Those were prefab houses that were made by the government. And those are extremely desirable houses. My dad used to have a friend that lived in one of those. Pretty neat little houses, pretty well made. They're not as big as the rest of the houses in the outlying area around here. This being a suburb to Milwaukee, it's primarily residential. Their primary commerce here is the mall and shopping districts. A few nice parks around here, Whitnell Park. There's also a rock. I don't know if they still ski there, but it was called the Rock Ski Hill. I know you can do outdoor biking, mountain biking and stuff like that, hiking in that area. That is just to the south behind us from downtown Greendale. That town is about 92% white, 1% African American, 3% Asian, 4% Latino, other races. It's pretty much a white town. They have had racial problems here. People at the mall and stuff like that. There's been fights and stuff like that in the past. I'd still say it's a pretty friendly, open city. There's quite a few, there's quite a bit of diversity. But it is primarily white. I would live here. It's a safe place for your kids, safe school system. I don't put up with nobody's crap, so that wouldn't last long with me. But nonetheless, it is a great area to live in. Like I said, their crime is pretty much non-existent here. Things do happen. You are by the city of Milwaukee, so things do spill over into the suburbs, but primarily this place is pretty darn safe. As you see, there's a bunch of little mom and pop stores here in the downtown here. Boutiques, restaurants, cafes. There might be a bar in here somewhere. I'm sure somebody serves liquor. This is Wisconsin. Jewelry stores, chocolate, candy, gifts, all kinds of things to peruse. Afternoon. They have an old Timborn farm in this town that you could go tour. It's like a museum. The farming days of the town. It's a pretty interesting area. There used to be a old lime kiln across the street. It's now since been converted to apartments, but I used to go back there and screw around and play war back there and go swimming in the little pond that's there, or quarry pond that's left behind back there. Good times in this town. I love Greendale. Nice spot. Excellent place to raise your kids, if I haven't said that already once or twice. Artist over here painting. It's their village hall, colonial style. It's gonna wrap it up for downtown Greendale, Wisconsin. Enjoy this little walk through their downtown. What you think about Greendale? Leave a comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Tell me something about Greendale I don't know. Let's see what this guy's painting over here. Then we'll wrap this up. Oh, it's a rock. Oh, it's nobody painting. This is somebody's art. That's somebody who's over here painting. Rockwell Plaza. The little Norman Rockwell Village here. Yeah, that's gonna do it for Greendale, Wisconsin. Let me know what you think. Once again, Super Al, I'm taking you places.